So we are above 800 meters in the rainforest, and we're on our way on an adventure. Maybe I can pick up the prescription on my way home or something. And then it just clicked. I thought, no, pack the car now. Get everything ready now, and you can pick up your prescription and then drive south. Drive down closer to Blencoe Falls, camp overnight, and first thing in the morning, break camp and head up to Blencoe. So I won't know until I get onto the range road exactly how much water there's been on that road over the last few days. Like over the last week, they've had a lot of rain down here, a lot. I've seen it on the radar. They've probably had, I would hazard a guess and say about half a meter over the last week, like 500 millimeters of rain over the last week. Won't know until I start going up there. So maybe it'll be an easy run. Maybe they'll have cleared those trees for me. I don't know. But this time I've got a chainsaw. This time I'm ready for it. It's one of those tracks you just do not know, especially in the wet season. Like doing this in the wet season is not advisable. See, I'm already about 250 kilometers from home, which is quite a long drive if you can't get through the last 20 kilometers, you know. But then again, maybe the rangers have been up here and cleared these trees that I'm worried about, so I might not even need the chainsaw. I just won't know until I encounter these obstacles. I just will not know. I'm really excited, adventurers. This is perfect weather. I mean, you can see blue skies, sunshine, little white fluffy clouds. It's just absolutely lovely weather for it. And I am expecting some rain later on in the afternoon, but hopefully I'll be able to make it to the falls. Only about another maybe 2.5, 3 hours of driving. I mean, you got to remember, I'm going to be slowing down to doing probably around 25-30 kilometers an hour for most of the rest of the way. So I've got a 70 kilometer drive to do. I might have to make some stops to clear the track. It could be anywhere from 2 hours to 3.5, 4 hours. I just do not know. I can't tell. And here we go. Blencoe Falls is on the back of that sign. And this sign says Karama Range Road. Yeah, look, they've had rain here that's brought vegetation up over this. This wasn't washed out like this when I came through here last time, remember? So yes, they have had significant rain here, and it has caused a little bit of erosion. As long as I can get through, I'll be happy, because I've come a long way. This is the second time I've tried to do it. Bear in mind, if I can get to the falls today and get my drone up and get the footage that I want, it will have cost me 1,000 kilometers of driving to get to a place that's like less than 300 kilometers from my house. Okay, moment of truth. Is the gate open? Yes, the gate's open. Boy, here we go. But they didn't get any rain yesterday, and I think the last time there was rain, like it's Saturday morning, and I think the last time they had rain here was Thursday night. So I just had an alert pop up saying that the Karama Range Road is actually closed. So we'll see. I'll go up as far as I can. Hopefully the only reason it's closed is because of that tree that I came across last time. If that's the case, then I'll be able to clear it and open the road back up. But that's maybe not the case. Like maybe one of those gates at the top will be closed and there'll be nothing I can do about it. None of this has been cleared. This was all here last time 2 weeks ago when I came up. It's very likely that they haven't cleared that tree. Oh, and we've had a bit more erosion here. There was a huge tree across the road when I came through here last time, and I did not bring a chainsaw, which meant that was it. That was as far as I got to go. This time I have brought my chainsaw and I have got a tow rope, so if I have to, I may find myself chopping a very large tree up and then dragging it off the road so I can go past it. This is very bumpy through here. See, this is what I was talking about when they get rain in these little gullies and stuff. It washes it all out, makes it all very muddy. Basically turns it into four-wheel drive only. Right in front there, that's a washout. So the water's come down the right hand side of the road and it's crossed over right in front of me, and where it's crossed over, it's washed away the road. And as the wet season progresses, these washouts will get deeper and deeper until at some point they'll have to come up here with some earth moving equipment and fix the road back up. This is more like how I expected the road to be when I came up here last time, but I had a much better run. I had a much smoother drive. See, rough surface. So a creek comes down out of the hills on the right, and where it's crossed the road, it's eroded it, washed it right out. Oh yeah, they've had significant rain here. It was nowhere near this rough when I came through last time, like 2 weeks ago. So my suspension can handle this fine. It's just, if I go fast, then I'm likely to break things, or just general wear and tear on the vehicle will be more severe than if I take it slow and don't bounce around so much. Yeah, very rough here. lovely little creek. And look how washed out the road is right there. Oof. Big oof. So from memory, the place where I cleared the tree is a little further up the road here, not too much further. And then it was about another 20 minutes after that where the huge tree was that I couldn't clear. So we'll see how I go. According to the weather prediction, they said it was going to rain after lunchtime. So in the next couple of minutes I should be coming up to where that tree was down right across the road. all of the road surface has been washed off here. Feeling quite hopeful that this tree's been cleared, because it's obvious that there's been more trees that have fallen down since I came through here 2 weeks ago, and those fallen trees from 2 weeks ago have been moved. So I'm hoping when I turn around the corner up here and hit that long straight, that I'm going to see no tree across the road. Yeah, I think this is a new fall as well, and that's been cut. You can see that one. Whoops. Yeah, fingers crossed, the big tree that stopped me last time has already been cleared. I'm really hoping that that's the case. Yep, it's been cleared. This is it. So this is where I got stopped last time. Someone else has been up with a chainsaw and chopped up the tree and dragged it off the road. You can see there on the left. Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. So the big tree that stopped me last time, someone else has been up with a chainsaw and they've already cut it and cleared it. So I don't have to do that. Wow, that's some erosion. 22 kilometers to go. I could stop and I could get out and I could get the chainsaw and I could spend like an hour or half an hour chainsawing a massive tree into little pieces, small enough that I'm able to tie a tow strap to them and drag them off the road. But yeah, that would consume a lot of energy. That would take like a lot of doing, basically. Which would leave me tired and cranky and sore. And I don't have to do that. Don't have to worry about it. This is all a bit messy, but it's not quite four-wheel drivable. Pretty muddy, but I'm fairly certain I can just drive straight through this. Yep. And here is more of that erosion. Look how deep this is. $19 kilometers. See this here? This fence and this cattle grid, the bars going across the road, that tells me that we're going onto private property and that there'll be cattle in the bush around here. Possibly on the road too. I need to be a little bit careful and make sure that I leave myself plenty of time to stop if there's like blind corners like this. It's very obvious from the droppings that, yeah, there's cattle through here. Promising there's standing water. There's standing water on the side of the road, which means they've had plenty of rain, which means the creeks will be flowing, which means the waterfall should be cranking. Oh, adventurers, I am so excited. I'm so glad I did this. This was on an impulse. Like I uploaded a short saying I was really disappointed with myself because I made plans to leave my place, not last night, but the night before, at 4 o'clock in the morning, and to come up here and do this. And I didn't get to sleep. Like, I sat there until nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, wasting time, basically. And when I realised how late it was, I thought, I haven't slept, I'm not going to be able to do, 300 kilometre drive with 50 kilometres of it off road. It's not, oh man, it's not going to happen. So I went to sleep and, just thought, oh well, it is what it is. You're lazy, you're a dumbass, you're stupid, all the rest of it. No hunting, no shooting, no trespassing. Well, I'm not hunting or shooting or trespassing. But yeah, I was really disappointed with myself. I was really beating myself up over, not going to sleep on time and stuffing up my planned trip, Wow. And then yesterday afternoon I was doing some bits and pieces around the house, and I thought, I've got to go down to Cairns, go to the chemist and pick up a prescription. And I thought, I don't really want to go to Cairns and back when I'm going to try to go to Blencoe tomorrow. Maybe I can pick up the prescription on my way home or something. And then it just clicked. I thought, no, pack the car now. Get everything ready now and leave tonight. If you're out of the house by 6 o'clock, then you can be at the chemist before 7:30 when they close, and you can pick up your prescription and then drive south, drive down closer to Blencoe Falls, camp overnight, and first thing in the morning break camp and head up to Blencoe. So that was my plan. That's what I ended up doing. And like I said at the bottom of the range, there was no guarantee I was going to get through. It looked like the range was actually closed. Like Google Maps said that the Karama Range Road is closed. but it's not. The tree that I was worried that I'd have to stop and get out and cut up with the chainsaw that I brought. Oh, here's a big fella on the road. Come on, off the road, silly. That's a good cow. There's another good cow. Good mama. If you're wondering, I'm pretty sure that those cows are what we call drought masters. Ten more minutes according to the map. Oh, this is so cool. 3 kilometers away and there's still standing water here, which means they've had rain last night. Oh, this is awesome! Awesome! You see that washout on the left? It's just a little bit of rain going down the hill, carving out trenches in the side of the road. I am surprised that I haven't seen trenches like that across the middle of the road. Oh, and here we go. This side looks steeper, and I am actually going to hit 4-wheel drive for this. I don't know how deep that gets on the main track, and I'm not going to get out and check it. For all I know, it could be a foot of water with a 5-foot deep hole on one side. It's not that I'm scared, it's if there's a hole like that under the water, I'm screwed. I haven't got a winch. You know, like if I fall into a hole that deep, my car goes sideways into a hole that deep, I'm stuck here. And that's not going to happen. You can see it gets deep enough that you can't actually see the bottom. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go across this shallow bit. Just put it in 4-wheel drive. Take it nice and easy. Okay, so this has had so much water through it that it's actually put sand up over the road. Last time I was here, this was a creek crossing. There wasn't a bridge here, and I would not have bothered to try to cross that. So So when I saw that that bridge had been built over this section of creek, I decided to keep going, because if you go past the campsite in Blencoe Creek, then there's a road about another kilometre on, turns off to the right and takes you right around to a lookout. So at the moment, the spot at the top of the falls that I just drove past is that way, over there through the bush, and I'm going to follow this track all the way down, and it'll take me to a lookout that looks down the gorge, and another lookout that I've never been to, but I'm going to try to get to today, that looks back to Blencoe Falls, and that's where I'll try and launch the drone from.